everyone, Lakey here, and today I'm going to be ranking the machine pistols in Phantom Forces. As I've ranked the revolvers and the regular pistols, it only makes sense to do this next. So from the 5 machine pistols we have, I'm going to start from the bottom of course and work my way up. This is a fairly similar class as far as the properties between them, so I am somewhat torn as to where to put some of these. And being as there are only 5 of these as mentioned, it's going to be a shorter ranking than usual, but I think they can be ranked nevertheless. So starting from the bottom, in the 5th spot, I have placed the G18. While this secondary does have its merits, I feel like it falls short compared to the other machine pistols in how average it is in the respective statistical categories. That isn't to say it doesn't have its upsides, it definitely does, but the other machine pistols just feel like they stand above it as the G18 just doesn't really shine. To me at least, the G18 really just embodies the base properties of a machine pistol that you would expect it to have, but doesn't really give much off of that. However, it is versatile in the way that it can be used with the attachments it has, and so I think this one does have merit, but I don't think it's one of the better machine pistols. So after that, in the 4th spot, I have the Micro Uzi, and I was unsure about if I should put this here or the MP1911. The Micro Uzi is kind of on the extremes. It is quite unstable, but also has upsides in its damage, slightly above average fire rate, ammo capacity, muzzle velocity, and reload times. I don't really have much to say about this one. I think it is fun to use, but not really the best machine pistol in my opinion. This is one that I don't really see the community give much attention to. This category itself doesn't feel like it gets that much attention, so on top of that, the Micro Uzi is one that just I don't really see talked about a lot, and I just don't really know the vibe on it from the community. So as far as it relates to the Micro Uzi specifically, how do you feel about this machine pistol? As mentioned, next I have the MP1911, and what really made me put this above the Micro Uzi was its stability. Despite having a smaller mag size by 5, a slightly worse fire rate, and worst in class reload times, the MP1911 brings stability, good shots to kill, and decent damage to the table. The downsides of course being apparent, I didn't feel like I could put it higher than this. The difference in stability is also quite noticeable between this and the Micro Uzi. The amount of precision, especially while ADSing, is something that the Micro Uzi is lacking in compared to the MP1911. And off of that, it felt like there was maybe more kill potential available there, as I didn't have to waste as much shots given the high recoil. So with that, I ultimately decided on the 3rd spot here for the MP1911, but could understand placing it lower if the downsides really weigh heavily for you. Moving along to the 2nd spot here, I have the 93R. I was quite impressed by how this machine pistol stood up statistically, as it has the expected aspects of the machine pistols, but combined with the good qualities like its very good reload times, accuracy, and ammo capacity for both the reserve and the mag size. It is brought down by being just average or below average in some of the categories, but nevertheless it does shine. I personally don't really like the burst, but I didn't really think that was a determining factor in this ranking. In some ways the burst does help you to control it instead of just mag dumping with this, so I could understand why people maybe wouldn't like the burst though, as it's a mechanic that I don't really think anyone has liked since the burst changed, but that to me didn't bring the weapon down, so I didn't really factor that in at all. I don't think, however, that the 93R could beat out the Tech 9. What definitely seems to be the community's favorite has earned the spot well, being that it can really shine. This long-standing machine pistol in the game features good damage, a very good fire rate, best in class actually, good damage range, and ammo capacity among other things. The tech is made worse by its instability and reload times, but the reload times are still close with the rest of the machine pistols, and the instability really feels quite manageable actually, compared to some of the other machine pistols. I understand how someone could rate this lower though, with the downsides that it has. The instability definitely I think is very apparent, but I think the upsides can be recognized as well. So that sums up my machine pistol ranking for you. Small class here, so only 5 to get through, and this is a weapon category that, like I mentioned at the start, feels like they're rather close to each other as far as their properties. The fire rates of them are all very similar, the damage ranges of them are all very similar, shots to kill are also mostly similar, but differ a little bit, and that's just kind of the trend that I've seen with this class, so I could understand making the ranking any which way you'd like. And off of that, as always, I am curious to get your thoughts on this as well. What does your machine pistol ranking look like if you have one? Be sure to let me know in the comments. I am definitely especially interested to get your thoughts on this, as I feel like this is a category that I don't see get that much attention at all. So with that, I'd like to know your thoughts on it. Be sure to let me know. That's all I've got for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.